Hello, hello. This is Infinity. It is 5:54 and 20 seconds. I'd like to state for the record, I am actually early. It makes me so happy when I'm early. Hey, Shaw. I love your post. What I was looking for. Ay, ay. Hi. Stylist. Join the meditation. And I should type that. I'm going to type that here. Oh my goodness. Every time. Please say. Hey! Hi guys, I am just putting a little thingy in here on Instagram. I'm on both Instagram and YouTube. I found that it helps me to do that because I'll get cut off kind of randomly in different places. So just hang with me for 1 second. You could go ahead and blast comments if you like. Let me know who you are, if you're here to do the meditation, if you've ever done anything like this before. You can ask me questions about it. We have time. It is 5:55 and 55 seconds right now. I wish I had a camera on that time, man, because it can be really real with me in numbers. Let me just tell you, hang on for a wild ride. Meditate for Hurricane Florence. What's your name? Okay, so let me post this here on Instagram. Instagram is awesome, but you can't what else? Go past an hour, and my stuff tends to be long. It just is what it is. But we get a lot accomplished and a lot of information out. I want to put something here. I'm looking for one of my bazillion crystals here to help me out. I lost the one that, oh, there we are. I lost the one that there we go. So I'm not in the comments here. Let's see. Hello, thank you. Oh, Rocket Art, thank you so much. Leslie, hello. Excited to be a part of the Isolating Higher Self. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's awesome, you guys. I love Higher Self. I cannot. Okay, there we go. Finally. I love Higher Self. I've been watching Higher Self, and I learned a lot through my first. I'm going to start to get probably really nasally, and my ears are going to pop. Maybe yours will too. When we start getting into this space. And I start to talk loud because I can't hear myself. And then I feel like my entire neighborhood is like, oh, there goes Infinity. Which is fine. They should join in. But, you know, it is what it is. So as we get intentional about this and more people start to join, I have found that I start getting, and people have told me, yeah, I get tingly, all sorts of stuff. So I am, just so you guys know, your scalp might get tingly. One of the symptoms I've been feeling most recently is the back of my head really tingly. That third eye just through all these gates that we've had recently. It's been really yeah, everyone can join. Everyone can join. It's been one of those things where I'm just like, holy moly, back there. It's just been a lot of energies through, well, you know, we can go back pretty far, right? But most recently, I'm going to take off my glasses just for now. If I see new comments come through, I'll put them back on. But I get a lot of glare and I think it's really distracting. So, please let me know if you guys are hearing any weird background, like humming frequency in the video feeds, because, hi, Angel. This is Angel, my dove. Hello. Oh, thanks, babe. damn it. Oh, you know, so annoying. Sorry, I gotta pick it up, or if I don't, you're so naughty. If I don't, I'll step in it. She's so bad. This is Angel, my albino dove. I've had her a little over a year. She was guided and gifted to me by my brothers and sisters, the Angelics and Jesus, when they were really coming to me strong. And then I got Ariel about a month later. His leg got caught in a cage, and I had to climb up and get him. And it was like chicken bone that you just break. It was really bad. And anyway, he was one of the things and animals that really taught me that I could heal, because he got well really fast. He lost his leg. It just went dead. He didn't get infected. He never saw a doctor, wasn't on any medication. You can imagine the kind of thing that can be opened, stuff that can be, or when a wound is like that, what can come in, you know, when it's just a compound fracture like that. So, but yeah, he totally got better. So he's up there on eggs. He's on Angel's eggs right now. So let me see here. I found you on Higher Self as well. I just watched your video on Higher Self 2 minutes ago. Oh, wow. Awesome. Good timing. Yeah, I've been feeling some big energies. Yeah, it's been really crazy lately with the energies. Let's get back to that. She tends to, don't steal a show, lady. I'm sure you guys would rather watch her anyway. She is adorable. She is the love of my life. I can go on and on and on about her, but we're not going to get into all that with you right now. So anyway, energies have been really intense lately, and I've been working with Gaia more and more, and that's been quite, it's been really intense. The feedback that I get with my clients is really intense with that. We do grounding with all of your chakras and with her and her core, and she tethers, and it's just a really beautiful, nurturing, loving experience. And since I've been doing this, and I was guided to do that, and everything that I do, I'm guided to do. It's like today, like yesterday, all these things. I feel like kind of sometimes if you're somebody like me and you're really tapped in and you kind of go all in, if you're familiar with that kind of term, if you go all in with nobody's watching on Instagram, which is really weird. That's where I normally get people watching. It's so strange. I don't know what's going on there. The more you get tapped in and you're just like, yeah, okay, I'm all in, which is what I had to do, which is what I did a while back. You just kind of go with the flow. I used to be really anal about being late about stuff, but I've learned that you have to be in the now. But I do get really excited when I'm early. Like today I was a minute early. I got super stoked on that. But anyway, there's been these energies super big coming through for over a year now for since 7/7 is when I got really like holy moly of last year. It's when I started to really see things in the sky, in the clouds, perceive the other dimensions and realms, especially with the dragons coming through. So unbelievably clear, and the Angelics and Jesus. If you take a look at my Instagram, you will see, oh, hey, honey. Hi, Laura. I've got Laura here on Instagram. She's somebody that, she's one of the people who did, are you also on YouTube? She tends to go both places, which is smart to do, because sometimes if you can be on my Instagram and on my YouTube, I'm serious. I get some serious opposition with the work that I do. And so stuff tends to cut off, like my last, and that did actually come to me, Laura. just real quick, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that, but my feed from yesterday on Instagram just stopped. We had plenty of time. So, and that's where more people were. And so it was just kind of just cut. I'm noticing some kind of friction there, unfortunately. I'm not really sure, but I do get opposition. I think that if you're a light worker and if you're active and if you become even more active and the more you're helping people light them up and dissolve energies and detach negative entities and parasites, which is what I do from animals and people, you know, you just take, it is what it is. People are drawn to you for the good, and things are drawn to you to kind of throw you off, and they use all sorts of things, and you know, making it difficult for me to kind of get connected is one of those things. But this has been different, and when Gaia came to me so so seriously, and she has been more and more. And that's been really, really powerful. That connection, like I was saying, when I do my healings, and she's been coming in and working with people, and she calls people her babies, and she's just amazing. And everybody's, if you go to my website, there is a video and a video from one of my clients, an audio from another one of my clients. There's testimonials as well, written ones. I hope to have more in the future. People tend to want to share. Oh yeah, Angel took off. She's eating. People tend to want to share the experience because it really helps them. Let me see. I've got some comments. Looking forward to the meditation. Aw, thank you, Mike. Thanks for coming. Z's dragonfly. Oh, dragonflies! Ah, oh my God, you don't even know. And what did you say? What did you say? So I saw you. Okay. Oh, you're so cute. Okay, so so Laura, who actually did the meditation yesterday and was able to follow it all the way through. Oh, and can anybody please tell me if we're having a problem with any kind of noise? I know I keep kind of sniffling, and but like I was saying before, I work with the Angelics. I work with Metatron very closely. Michael, Gabriel, Uriel is starting to come in more for me now too. And Jesus. And they're all really intense energies. And so they tend to start, my body tends to start responding to that. So I'll feel it in my ears, and that you might feel this too, those of you who are going to be joining the meditation. That is going to be starting at, just in case you just showed up or you don't know, I meant to go on there. I think I put a new comment on that video. I meant to. It's been a little intense today. But anyway, you just start to feel a lot of things physically. Does anybody have any questions about the meditation before we get started? And has anybody like not done or done this about me or anything like that? Thanks for coming, by the way, everybody who's here. I was told to reach out to Dawn after watching Patricia's video today from Joan of Arc, and that was really powerful. And it just kind of went from there. So so I know a lot of you are here because of Dawn and my video that she posted for me on higher self. And so thank you for doing that for me so quickly, Dawn. And for those of you who watched the video and chose to come here, I hope that you all stay and or go and come back. Feel free to stretch your legs. We're not starting for a bit now until let's see, it's sick. It's 6:09 and 33 seconds, right when I looked at the clock, and I've got my my big, it's not that big of a TV, but my Roku's attached to it, and the time is there with seconds. If you don't have a seconds clock, you should get one, by the way, if you've been tuned into numbers, because it goes beyond those 3 from a normal clock. So I would have more, but you know, those move kind of fast. So yeah, any questions here? Oh, now my dog is barking outside. I'm going to have to go out and get her. She's been kind of cooped up today. I do have kind of a lot of animals that may not surprise you if you know what an empath is. Hey, Rosie, be nice. Rosie, get back there. Come on. You be good. Sorry, guys. I have a little chihuahua. If you guys see my video, she's really cute, but she really wanted to be outside, and I was like, well, we're not really officially starting for a while, so I let her stay out there. I like to make her happy. She's about 13 years old, and I spoil the crap out of my animals, so I hope you do too. I do heal animals, so if you guys have any animals that you would like to talk about, healing, that would be fine. Or yourself. I work with pretty much everybody in any circumstance. So please don't hold back. Aw, sweet. First time taking part in a collective live. Yeah, well, you know what? To be honest with you, yesterday, it was the first time that I had been a part of a live one too, and I was facilitating it, and I had no idea what we were gonna do, but that's just kind of how I go into a lot of my meditations. Right now, I am putting on some angel frequency music. I was going to do that yesterday, but I got totally sidetracked, but I really like having that on. It helps to even further diffuse the noise in your environment, especially if you're in a noisy environment, which I can tend to be, even though I am in the mountains. It's noisy where I live. So sometimes there's voices or car noises or who knows what's it's, and having some really nice angel frequency music on in the background is good. I didn't get to it before I started, so thanks for bearing with me here for a second. Oh, there you are. There's a new one that just came out the other day from Meditative Mind that I really like. So let's see here. Oh, birds, owls, hawks. Yeah, owls. The owl came in really strong for me. I guess it's been a couple years for me now. Kind of tied to my angelic origins, and just part of me. I guess you could say waking up to, in layers of the stuff that I'm associated with, and things like that. And that was part of it. Sometimes, let me just get this straight, to say, I'm an incarnated angel, or that's my soul origin, and I am a healer, and all these things, whatever. It's taken me, just so you guys know, people that may not know me, it's taken me a while to get to this point, and it's taken my tribe, the Angelics, along with Jesus, over and over again in circumstances, and me going, wow, this, and they go, yeah, but it's you and your intention, your energy, and what your abilities are, and all sorts of stuff. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And so after a point, you're just like, you kind of go through that a few times, like I did. I was really sick for a long time. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia finally when I was 25, but I had been having physical problems for my entire life. And finally, a few years ago, I learned that I'm a physical empath and that I feel people. I literally feel what other people feel in their bodies. I can telepathically communicate with animals. I actually worked in the veterinary field for quite a few years, just naturally was gravitated towards it. I would kind of know what was wrong with them before the doctors would, and diagnostics would tell them. However, it was very energetically challenging after a bit, and after I worked my way up to operations manager and worked a lot of hours and had a lot of responsibility, it threw me into a really bad fibro attack, which later I found out was associated with the Kundalini experience, the second one actually. So from there, a lot of things shifted and changed in my life. And one of those things, not too long after that, maybe a couple, well, actually, that was 2008, and then it happened in 2012. Then about 2013 is when I got the information from the Angelics. I wasn't aware that they were Angelics at the time, but they were, on how to clear my own energy and drop a bunch of crap that wasn't mine, that was making me very, very sick for a very, very long time. And that was like 6 years ago now. And now I've developed a thing that I do, a certain set of healing things that I do for all sorts of different people, and how to go about doing it. But for the most part, when we're in a healing, just kind of like when I'm in a meditation, I'm kind of along for the ride too. I feel like I'm the facilitator, but you know, I'm a channel. It comes through me, really. So yesterday's meditation was, holy moly, it was really intense. Everybody was just like, wow. I did get cut off on Instagram, but it did stay on YouTube. So that's what I was saying. If there's any way for you to have both either ready or on, and if this happens, you can just easily switch without hopefully too much disruption to the meditation. Hopefully it won't happen in either place. But see, like, I still don't have anybody on Instagram. That's just really weird. Or anybody besides Laura. Laura's on both. But anyway, that can, that might happen. But anyway, the meditation was really intense, extremely. I didn't know what to expect, and it was very galactic. And we were in a craft. I could just kind of go through it really quick and give you guys a little preview for those of you who have not either done it or watched the video from yesterday. Fearless. I can relate, except I do hair every day. Oh yeah, too. We're a doctor. People who work very closely in and within other people's energies, just different types of healers, for sure. I feel the emotions and energy around me very strongly. Well, there's a very good chance Is that this? Okay, so that's original rock art, right? That's awesome. Okay, so original rock art. That's really common for empaths. So whether you're a physical empath or a regular empath, and there's a lot of different empaths, or some empaths have a lot of different abilities. Some just have one really strong or two or whatever. We're all different, have our own deal. And I even consider myself an artist who heals. Not, I mean, that's like what keeps me really engaged in my, you know, passion and where I'm supposed to be. That's also where I'm at 0 point and where I get a lot of my my information when I'm in that space. And I think a lot of people could say that when you're in that space of 0 point, doing whatever it is that you're really juicy about, is kind of when you open up more. And for me, it's like doing whatever, my photography or drawing, whatever may be floating my boat at the moment. But it could be a lot of things, writing, whatever. I do digital art and all sorts of stuff. And I think a lot of people do. We just don't get to play in that a whole lot, but it really is important. So anyway, the the meditation was going on to a hockey puck like disc shaped craft, and it was more like our consciousness, and we were walking on, but it just kind of started there. And I'm not going to go through too much of it because I want us to experience it at the time, but it is very visual. You are working with your chakras and with Metatron and his cube, and Archangel Michael and Jesus were there actively. Several other archangels as well, and just backup of the entire angelic realm. So it's pretty intense, a lot of tingling sensations, most likely. I felt incredible afterwards with all the really dense, heavy energies we've been feeling, and with these portals we've been having from 7-7 to and they go in 10, so like 7-7, 7-17, from like what I call lift off to landing, and then acclimating, and then gearing up, lift off to landing. We just kind of go through this cycle through the year, I've found, and I've been affirmed in that. And so it's just a ramp up through the year. And so 7-7 was significant. Last year, it was the first time I really, really ever was drawn in a very visceral way to the sky. Took pictures, and it did take some time for me to get around to even look at the pictures that I took. And then once I saw, and then that was really life changing for me. That was 7-17 of 17. So those pictures are on my Instagram. You can see those there. There's an Instagram feed on my website as well. So there is a lot of stuff you can see on my website. There's not nearly as much content there as I would like there to be, but hopefully soon there will be. And so anyway, then we had the Lionsgate. The Lionsgate was a really big thing last year, and then this year with it being 8-8-18, and then we had 8-18-18, and then the 9s we just got through. We're in the middle of that gate actually. So there's a lot of this. I think I know that a lot of the videos that have come out, a lot of the things that we're really aware of through this transition in time and unification, and dropping a lot of negative dense energy that we just cannot level up with. And I think this is why I'm kind of coming online at the same time as all this is happening, and that's been affirmed to me. And I just keep seeing it because it's just like more people that are ready for just like a serious Sorry, I'm just going to say it, but a serious dump. I help you with that. I get you to a lot of layers just slough off, things come up, you get in line with your soul self, you start opening up to your spirit tribe, you get more in line. Like I tell people, even kind of watching my videos or anything kind of associated with my vibration will bring you kind of on this frequency that says, okay, I'm ready. And so one way or another, it's going to happen. So, and then, so when I'm called to action like this, I'll lose track of time. What time is it? Okay. When I'm called to action like this, and then to cast the net out for other people to join in. And then, you know, just knowing that people are going to feel that and be drawn to that and want to be a part of it and then feel it. And it's just going to grow and grow. And I want to help as many people as I possibly can individually. And working with Gaia in this way is honestly kind of a surprise to me, to be honest with you guys. It's pretty new. I've been working with the angels for, well, they've been working with me, and then I woke up to working with them is really the way you should put it, or I feel I should put it. But Gaia coming in the way that she has, well, you know, things just happen the way that they happen, and she's just like, yeah, this is where we're at. We can share space, I guess is the best way to put it. And she feels comfortable having me translate for her, connect people to her for them to have their own experiences with her, which is really like, wow. And everybody says it's like, wow. She wasn't very vocal in this meditation that we did yesterday. We worked with her, and there was the visuals of working with her, of course. And again, for a recap, if you are just showing up and you don't know or didn't read or whomever, I don't know how you may have found me. She's not on board with this hurricane. It's just not her doing kind of thing, is really the message. She's just like, yeah, this isn't, I have a lot going on, but I don't do this kind of stuff. And this is a man-made, geoengineered, chemtrailed, very much guided situation, and it would be good for people to come together and kind of work to, one, send love to everybody that will be, no matter what, affected by how it may happen, but just us being there and infusing the storm with this energy that we're going to be sending, this pure love energy we'll be sending into the storm, and that storm, you know, going down on that entire area. We have to look at that as positive as we possibly can. I know a lot of people, and I know that that's part of my energy today too. And it's just kind of, as this really intense thing happens, not only here in the United States, but there's another really serious system that is set to hit China as well, or that whole area in Asia pretty soon too. And that is that's scary. So there's just stuff going on everywhere, but not all of that is her. Me too. I make healing staffs and wands, digital art. Oh, that's awesome. So cool for us to create together. Yeah. So please check out the sign into chat. Are you freaking kidding me? I can't chat in YouTube right now. How can I not be signed on and doing a live feed? Seriously? How is that even possible? Okay, well, I'm not going to do that because I'll drop the feed. So I don't know what. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so my Instagram is infinite love, the number 8 energy. And I'm just trying. It's just like, okay, that's new. We are a few minutes out. So, you know, people, please let me know who is, if you can, if you can just let me know. Hey there. Hi. I can't really get to my anything on Instagram without moving it. I am going to start a live feed when we go right before we go into the meditation, just because that tends to get people's attention. And like I said, it's weird. Normally I have more people on Instagram. But check out also hashtag the key is to create. That is a really important message that came to me a while back, and then I came to understand it a bit more recently. And that means that the more that we tap into that, what I was talking about, that like 0 point, that really juicy energy when you're creating whatever, and that could be like making a quilt or making dinner or drawing or painting or gardening, creating a bouquet or whatever. It's just creational type energy. When you're in that space, you're aligning yourself with creational energy. You're tapping in to your soul self at the highest level that you can be in those moments of creation. And when you're doing that, you're adding to the energy of creation. And that is just becoming a bigger and bigger wave as time goes on. Also, what we have to keep in mind going into these periods now where there is going to be more opposition, where weather is going to be used more and more, not less, unfortunately. Not for a while anyway, until there's more proof about it, until things come out that really kind of gets a lot more people's attention, and people start getting pissed when, you know, whole regions are wiped out for the only reason that the powers that be has decided it to be so. So we just have to be aware of this stuff. And I know that there's some people who say, oh, let's not look at negative stuff. Let's not give any power to anything that's negative or any visibility to it. But you know what? It's just like leaving your door unlocked and putting on a blindfold and knowing that you know, there's probably not 100% on the level people in our society right now, and they may get wind of your open door and come in and take whatever they want from you. When you're blindfolded with the door open, you're literally saying, come in and do and take what you want. And there really is dark negative forces. There really is a spiritual war. There really are parasites. There really are evil entities. There really are other species here. There really are other dimensions. There really is things that connect to us, that take from our vital energy, that can create chaos and drama in our lives just to feed from our fear and our anger. And we call it all sorts of other things, but not necessarily what those things really are. And it's getting to the point where that's going to start to shift and change more. And the more that we do shine a light on this dark shit, the more that people are going to go, oh, what's it? what's this stuff? And then as the more I talk to people about this stuff, they're like, little light bulbs start going off. Like, yeah. Because you know what? There is no money in healthy people who are energetically cleared of their shit and tapped in, where, you know, parasites have a really hard time controlling them and feeding into all sorts of addictions, from, you know, alcohol to gambling to social media to shopping to, you know, the list, sex, porn. I can go on and on and on. Low vibrational stuff that keeps you from ascending, keeps it very easy. I had to drop so much stuff over these years. Like, I live this life that's just like kind of ridiculously clean at this point, but there's really no way to do what I do. Like, let's say eating meat, like, no offense and no judgment to meat eaters whatsoever, but you know, you are what you eat. And my body just, you know, couldn't anymore. I can't even do dairy almost. I could barely do some like real aged Parmesan cheese. And I'm like, what? Yeah, just because your body just, you know, takes over. Like I said, I used to be really sick. And what time is it? Ah! Okay, thank you, baby. My doves do help me, if you guys can hear that. They chime in during healings and meditations. Yesterday they were outside. Now it's a lot later, so it gets cold here, and it's been getting colder here in the mountains in Southern California. And so they're in. Angel is over here. Take a look, see, and we're going to be getting ready to start here pretty soon. She's one of my lives. You'll find lots of fun pictures and videos on my Instagram of her and me and all, you know, all of us, all my cats. I have 4 cats, a dog. Oh, I got to get my dog. Can't leave her out there now. Okay, so hang tight, get comfortable. Please either lay down, whatever position you're really comfortable in for meditations. When I'm facilitating, I like to sit up with my legs crossed, like Indian style, you know. When I'm listening, well, it kind of depends, but so anyway, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, guys, and I will be right back. I'm gonna go get Rosie, and you guys can ooh and ah over her, and then we'll get started here in a minute. Okay, baby, it's okay. It's great, I'm sorry. I'm okay. It's okay. Holy moly, I just scared a Scotch so badly. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Rosie, Roo! You're so silly. You're so silly. Say hi to everybody. Say, I'm Rosie. You want Chewy? Back up. Chewy? Hopefully some of you guys saw that. She's so silly. Okay, let's see what we have here. Smiley face. Oh my god. Bears on Instagram watching over me. Oh my gosh, yeah. I've got angels. They use birds a lot. Like, go figure, right? And they leave me a ton of feathers on the ground. Well, these white ones are angels, but all these other ones are from just outside. Plus, I have a lot more. Where I got them, there was also a peacock, a bunch of other doves, and unfortunately just one lovebird. Okay, so I am real quick. bear with me, guys. I am going to get something, little sucky thing here in my mouth because I've been talking a lot and I will be talking more, obviously. And I'm not going to be opening up my eyes once I get started. Try not to as well. If you can be in a way, whether it's more comfortable for you to be on laying down, like I was saying, or sitting up, whatever works for you. If you can cover your eyes, or if you're just really good at keeping your eyes closed, but if you see lights and stuff in front of your eyes, still try to keep your eyes shut. That is just negative energy that's leaving. I do that before any of my work with people for psychic calls, my healings or my meditations. It's just something that I do. We clear space, tap in. I go through this whole kind of thing just so we're in the purest, highest vibe energy as possible. So with that said, with what happens there is just light. That's what you'll experience. And then, and then aside from that, just visuals from where we're going, which is when we're thinking of this meditation, you guys, I want you to understand it really is more, oh, let me move this. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. It really is more like a astral projection situation than I would consider just a meditation, to be quite honest with you. I kind of feel that any kind of really good meditation is that, but this really, this is definitely one of those things. So it's just going to feel like you're elsewhere, you know, however that might feel for you and what that might look like for you. So I give overviews just so you know. You guys fill in the blanks with what you see. Starting a new live feed here on Instagram. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you for being here. As you should know, we are here for, gosh, this has me looking awfully orange with this light, doesn't it? Interesting. It's like, what is with this color? Oh, and I'm like, just so dark. How weird. I don't usually look like this in my videos, but whatever. So we are here for the Hurricane Florence Global Unity Meditation Live. If you could please chime in with your name and where you're from, that would be awesome. We are going to be focusing our energy and our intent, our healing, loving energy. I particularly work with infinite love light energy. It's the highest vibration in creation. It's what all of our pure souls are made out of. It's what we hope to have as much circulating through us and connected to our higher and highest selves as possible. And so that's what we're going to be tapping into with our chakras and getting them going. Last time was a really fast, watch out, angel face. Last time it was a really fast process going through that, just because I think there was, even though there was a few of us, there was still like energy. Look at what you've been doing. Oh my gosh, you're so naughty. Even though there was just a few of us yesterday, I felt the presence of more people, and just the energy of the archangels and Jesus being there as well. It was just things are really fast. It's not this. In no way was it what I do in private sessions with your chakras. It was just getting your chakras up and going and connected with the craft and with the cube and sending it all down like a laser into the storm, because we're coming up and down. Sorry, we're from above going down into it, which is pretty cool. Oh, I'm going to destroy that. So, any last questions before we get started? Does anybody need a moment to go potty? Amy, thank you so much for being here. Sonia, let's go up. Oh, wow. Okay, Sonia in Austin, Texas. Leslie in New Mexico. See that warm orange light? Well, I'm glad, because it doesn't usually look like this. I'm thrilled to have you there, Amy. In Venice. Oh, I dig Venice. I got my nose pierced in Venice many years ago. Diana in Los Angeles, Jen in Georgia, Mike in Ottawa, yay! Zevia in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Oh, honey, okay, our hearts are with you there in Georgia as well. In Texas, I mean, I know this whole region is just going to feel it. So we're hoping to diffuse that energy, make it so it's not so it doesn't stop, and just, you know, unload there in those whole areas. We really want to, we have to understand that there's certain cyclical things that need to happen, but we have to understand too that we have the power to give our energy into something like this that we all perceive as really scary and catastrophic, and we know that it's going to be bad. We have this vision. We've seen these types of things before, or very close to them, and so, yeah, sure, it is scary. I think we're all feeling that energy. But before I even said it the other day, when it came into my real like my consciousness of what was going on in this huge hurricane, I went, oh my God, what can we do? Before it was even out, the tribe was just like, this is what we're doing. There are things that you can do. Hey, Ryan, there are things that we can do, and this is what we're going to do. And then Gaia came in right after that and said, you know, this is not me. Let's get people together. Let's get them online. Let's let them know, if they don't already, people need to understand man-made weather. And she's like, yeah, this isn't me. So, and she's not kind of happy about this kind of thing. So, please have that in your consciousness that, you know, I really want to drive this home. What your energy is capable of, what our collective energy is capable of. And I also want to let you know that you can revisit these meditations at any time you're guided to. We don't have to just do them live, although I am going to be doing them every day through the storm. And also with what's going on with the one in Asia. And, you know, probably beyond that too, you know, so this might be part of like, just like what I do. So from this point forward, please feel free to always come join, subscribe, get the word out. I hope that you are in alignment with this kind of work. It's important, and it also helps you in your ascension too, when we all connect like this in a really, really real, live, connected, unifying, loving way. And we want to make sure that we're not sending bad vibes into the hurricane. Okay, please check yourself at the door with this, okay? Let's make that perfectly clear. Although I'm expressing like frustration and anger, I think on the part of Gaia, just because she's just kind of rumbly about this kind of stuff. And you know, she's mama, so you can't really, you know, blame Mama Bear for having her feelings. But at the same time, we can't be going in all angry and stomping around, because that's not going to help. We want to diffuse with love light energy, cool down the system. We're working with the elements of water and air. And so let's just be very cognizant of this. We can work with the elements. We do all the time. People do. I started to before I knew that I was doing it. I was like, wow, weird, wow, weird. And they're like, oh, yeah. Yeah, kind of, because, you know, just like healing, why would you think that you're doing that? Just kind of, that would be weird if I thought I was doing that, right? I think they're like, okay, enough is enough. Yeah, we definitely do. Okay, so yeah, no, this definitely isn't Gaia. That's for damn sure. She doesn't work like this, like a boomer, like an arrow straight in like that. I mean, she's just been working really hard tonight to transmute these energies. Like I said, we were working with the caldera, and she's like, yeah, I got a hot spot. And we all have hot spots. And, you know, and what was funny about that, sorry, maybe some of you don't know, is when I actually work with people and animals and things in person, I put my hands on the body. This is where I can work with animals and babies, or even those who don't speak my language, because I can find, it feels like hot to me. Basically, it feels like you just took off a heating pad when I touch your body, and I, you know, just like, whoa, it's hot. And the same thing happens psychically too. So, so I understand those. And so when she came to me and said that, it was like, oh wow. I mean, I was always hyper aware of what was going on with all this, and I have been for a while. And I'll make another video about that. But and I've talked about it a little bit, but yeah, so now it's the hurricanes. So let's get started, shall we? Please make yourself nice and comfy. Let's mark the time here. And what is that? Why do I take off my glasses and then need to look? 564. Let's just make it 5650. And if you can have something over your eyes, go ahead and do that. It's okay if you don't, though. Just try to keep your eyes closed. We are on YouTube and Instagram. I suggest you get on YouTube. I feel like it's more reliable. Any last words, people? Yes, definitely. I feel heat everywhere. Yeah, I get tingly in my hands. I've got the M's too. I have the M's and the X's on both palms. I don't know if you guys may or may not know about that. And so my hand chakras, as soon as I start, if you can see that, it's all white in the center, like extra white. You can definitely see it on Instagram. Something I noticed last year, as soon as I would start to get tingly and start to connect with my tribe, with my higher self, whatever, doing healing, which is all connecting with all that anyway, plus other people's. I noticed that the palms of my hands got really, really white. Okay, so everybody, please just take a few cleansing breaths for me. Just nice, even breaths. Noticing a lot of excitement. So just let's breathe into our chest. So in through your mouth or your nose, whatever feels comfortable right now for you. In a few minutes, I'm going to get more bossy about exactly what to do. But for now, let's just get yourself in a nice, comfy space. I want to welcome you all in right now. I feel the love, truly. This space was already shielded and buffered in infinite love light, guiding those with pure intent, keeping those out who would be of negative or low vibration. So please know that. I thank you for being here. Again, I thank Dawn. I don't know if you're here or not. If I said Dawn earlier and I didn't catch on there, sorry. But anyway, I want to thank Dawn, regardless of where she might be, for, again, working with me so quickly today and getting this my video out earlier for those who subscribe to her channel, and for those of you who watched, who came here, who were guided to come here. Thank you for subscribing. I've gotten a few more subscribers. That's really cool. So thank you for that. Know that if you leave any comments after the meditation, I will write back. You can also get to me in various other ways through my website and so forth. So I want you to start imagining your own personal infinity sign. And the center of that sign that intersects would be right at your navel. And just kind of turn up the light of it. Imagine it was just there and you're like, oh, there's that switch. And you reach out and you can touch it. You can actually see it just kind of come about in your consciousness there. You're like, oh, there it is. And you can just reach out and turn that dial and just watch the light of the infinity symbol light up. It's like a neon light. It starts to get brighter. The center of it is the center of your body, or at your navel, your solar plexus. It's a nice, pretty yellow light. And just watch it. If you're sitting, it's below your seat. The center is still going to be at your solar plexus. So same thing if you're laying down. We are all infinite. As your infinity symbol starts to light up, see that solar plexus get brighter and that turn into its own little sun, and it start to orbit like it's on a track with your infinity symbol. And it's going to start going up and over to your right shoulder, up above your head, up above your crown chakra, and then down around your left shoulder, back down, crossing your right hip, out, around, up. You see what I'm saying? You guys can see it. So just watch that, breathe into it. So as we were talking about before, getting tingly, so feel free to wipe down your arms or your legs if you start to get tingly. My head and my scalp has just been so super tingly lately. It's just like levels of tingles. So you may feel that if it feels better to kind of fidget a little bit with that, try to wipe the energy away if that feels good to you, or if you feel better just staying perfectly still, that's fine too. Again, take a nice deep breath for me, family. At this time, I am going to bring everybody in, clear space. Hello, family. This is Infinity. As you know, we have called to action those who are here present today to connect with the angelic realm, the archangels, all of their guardian angels, and their spirit tribe as well. And We are here today with the goal in mind for Hurricane Florence. And first, we are going to clear the space. So any negative energies or entities that are loose around any of our bodies at this time, please leave. Please breathe into this, guys. This is when you might start seeing that light. Again, any negative energies that are in and around any of the participants, their bodies, their body vehicle, their energy system that they may have, come in with, just let that go. Please breathe into that. We're just clearing space here. Visualize your space that you're in and just a nice clean sweep there, like we're just lighting up with sage all throughout your space, energetically clearing it out. Okay, now is when we're going to start to connect. Okay, so everybody, let's come in line. Let's bring your sun to your center. This is when we're going to start relaxing more, getting into a different brain wave. In this light business, this diffusing and letting go of negative energies is going to continue throughout without me, saying so. Sometimes I will be very, I will acknowledge it, and sometimes you're just going to see it, okay? So, but at this time, just let's get centered. Shoulders back, please. Chin up. Get nice and straight in your seat. Same thing if you're laying down. I want your shoulders back. Let's elongate your neck. Open up your throat. Neck back. Forehead up. If you're sitting, get nice and straight in your seat. Open up your entire column. We're going to go from root to sacral to solar to heart, throat, third eye, crown. Just letting you know where we're going with all this. So we want to be nice and straight, even if you're laying down. So get like that. Just make sure you're nice and comfy. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in all the way. Imagine your breath going from your solar plexus or your navel area all the way up through your abdomen and your lungs and your chest and your throat and your head all the way up. And we're going to suspend that breath at the top of your head at your crown chakra and beyond. It can kind of float there. And then when I say so, we're going to blow it all the way out. You're going to push it out. We don't normally breathe this way. And then in whichever way feels natural to you, all the way up again, suspend it again. And then out all the way. We're going to push it again. So we're going to do that 2 times, come back up, suspend it, and then out, normal breath. And then we'll take it from there. So let's get centered. On the count of 3, we will begin, and I will walk you through it, okay? So 1, 2, 3. All the way up, hold your breath. And then out all the way, push it. In. Hold it. Push it all the way out. And again. Hold it, suspend it there for a moment. Picture your breath there, right with your crown chakra, and then nice and easy, let it go. It's centered there. More energy's releasing. We're coming more into alignment. Our bodies are a little less excited. Our chests are a little less tight. Feels really good to get all that air out. Just kind of feel what that's like for a moment. Okay, so at this time, I'm being told to have you guys visualize being on a dock, on a space station, above Earth. We're in the atmosphere. So put yourself there, please. Visualize looking down at her. And out a little ways from this dock is the craft. And it looks like a hockey puck. It's not a whole lot to it. It's just round, kind of thick. And these really, like these see-through, not even glass, but energetic see-through doors. They go from opaque to light and they open up. And we just start walking towards it. There's like a little ramp and we can still see down onto Gaia. We can see the storm down there as we're walking in. And it is a disc. It's round, so we can get in and sit all the way around it. Nice and comfortable. We have these really comfortable seats. So just imagine your comfy seat, whatever that is for you. It is what you want it to be. It's kind of how everything is, isn't it? So have a seat. Get comfy. This could be on the ground. This could be in a recliner. This could be on your couch. This could be sitting on your bed. Whatever is like your good seat. This is where we're feeling really comfy right now. And in this magical, etheric, spiritual craft that we're working with Jesus and the angels, and they're going to come in here in a moment, there's more negative energy leaving right now. Wow, that was big. We have it the way that we want it. Okay, so just get comfy. Nice deep breath for me. And I want you to visualize the other people around us. And you don't need to know their faces. Maybe you do see their faces. Maybe you can really tap in here right now. Maybe that might be distracting, whatever, however it comes through to you. However you may hear my voice, whether I'm just a voice that you hear, or you can see me up on a screen like you are watching my YouTube and you're imagining that. However it comes through to you and feels natural to you, that's fine. Or I'm sitting right next to you and you just hear me from wherever your space is in the craft. That's cool too. You can fluctuate from these different points in space and time, so you can see it from different vantage points. You can also take yourself out, satellite. You can do this right now. Satellite out from your chair, wherever or your seat. Let's just call it that from this point forward. From wherever your seat is in the craft, you can satellite out and see it go above and outside of it and look down on it and then down on Gaia beyond it if you'd like. Take a look. That is really cool. Okay, so when we get back in our seat, we're gonna notice everybody sitting in their own places, or feel their energy. And I want you to feel this space light up. And this is a little bit different than what we did yesterday. We just kind of sat in seats, but today we're like in our really comfy spots, and I like that a lot. So anyway, feel the surroundings of your seat in this craft light up around you. And with that, also getting into alignment with that sun that's just continuing to go around in that infinity symbol around you. But also your root chakra is integrating with your seat and lighting up. So let's feel that right now, please. And just feel that whole area of your body. So whether you're sitting or laying down, that your root chakra is lighting up. You can visualize that nice and beautiful red color. Activating in that whole area. You might get tingly there. And the area around you getting brighter as the light goes up into your sacral chakra. That is orange, and you can feel that light up. The energy rising. Take a nice deep breath for me. Your seat getting brighter, and you can look out at the rest of us and see this happening. You can see people's red and then orange. Their yellow is already going. That looks really cool. And okay, so now Metatron is starting to form in the center of the craft. My ears are really popping now. So if you feel that way, feel free to like try to clear your ears if you're feeling that popping sensation. We tend to get really in our physical body, stuff starts to move around. I'll sometimes get really like my sinuses will just start to unload. So if any of this happens, it's really common with these vibrations that we're feeling now, and also the releasement of energy. So you may be feeling that. You can visualize though Archangel Metatron coming through, getting more kind of, he's holographic, but coming through more in the center of the craft. Take a nice deep breath for me as we light up more and a brighter light with your solar plexus. And let's watch it come around its last turn, wherever it may be at this point, and connect again in your center. Light up all the rest. Oh, there we go. That's very nice. Just light up your seat, and you can see Metatron come through a little bit more, and he starts to separate his arms, and you can see Metatron's cube there. He's holding it up as you're lighting up more, and so your solar plexus chakra starts lighting up more, and then getting brighter. And with that, we start feeling it rise up into our heart chakras. So that's a nice, beautiful green color. So just visualize that, as we can visualize even more detail with the cube and with Metatron. The way that the craft looks on the inside is really see-through and transparent. So it's like we're sort of floating there. Kind of reminds me of what, like, I guess Wonder Woman's thing. I haven't seen the new movie, but from long ago, it's like kind of there, kind of not. So you can see beyond it, that there in the center is Metatron. So visualize just looking out and seeing that, him holding up his cube, and his cube lighting up in a really pretty violet color. And just watch it get brighter and brighter, and watch your heart look down as well, so you can go from looking at Metatron, he's turning so everybody can see, and your heart chakra just lighting up. You can look down and just watch it get brighter and brighter in green color, and breathe into that energy. You may see more energies, more brightness. Go. Doing this will now we're really fast getting into our throat chakras, and that's lighting up pretty blue color. This is like an aqua color. It's so pretty. And a lot of us tend to be really tight in here, holding back a lot of things we need to say. So if you're feeling any of that, please just breathe into that. Let those dark energies go at this time. When we open up our heart chakra, it's easier to let go when we get into our throat chakra. And so it makes it easier to breathe. Sometimes it's really tight in there. So please let go of those energies. And we start to feel our heads tingle a little bit more. Start to get more active there. Just feel into that whole area of our heads, our sinuses, inside of our brains, our pineal gland. Breathe into that, please. And we can be releasing more dense negative energies right now. Just breathe into that whole area as we're getting more online with all of our colors of our chakras. And here, this divine now moment, feel into that. Feel your seat really, really light up. At this point, now that we're getting into your third eye, it's almost a complete cocoon around you. Okay? And then feel it rise up. At this point, this is when, hello, Archangel Michael steps in right at your left side and puts what would be his right hand on your back, right between your shoulder blades, on your spine. You can feel that more. He knows that there's some nervous energy here. It's understandable. And he's giving us strength right now. So just kind of tap into what he may be saying to you personally. You are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. So feel the energy rising up even more. We can kind of eat all of that, just makes everything brighter around us. It was a little darker earlier with everybody sitting around and just these bright cocoons all around our seats, our chakras lighting up. And then we start to see this more and more with the light going out to the center to where Metatron is. And he's starting to make his way around in front of each and every single one of us. And he starts with you. So watch him come down towards you. And he's holding up his cube. And it's lit up. And then he starts walking to the left around to everybody else. And you can watch him go and just kind of see him. And at this time, this is when yesterday when we were all here, this whole cube thing started. He said what we need to do to tap in more with sacred geometry with him. He's really amazing to work with, and a lot of you already work with him. Maybe some of you are super ultra conscious of it and channel him, or just feel his presence, or you don't even know what, but you're getting a lot of pushes in certain directions. He's really good with focus, energy, getting sacred geometry into your consciousness. This may be the first time that you're hearing about it, possibly. So what he said to do was to get either you could do this digitally or with paper and pencil and draw out with his cube, Metatron's cube. And he said it would be like an Instagram challenge for all of us to do that and put that on there, really inspire each other what the key is to create associated with that as well. Like I was explaining earlier, and how important that is. So let's watch him go back to center now. He's going to hold up his cube nice and big. I really wasn't very descriptive about this before, but everybody was in alignment that, yeah, he held up his arms as wide as he could, and the cube was really big and lit up. It's nice and bright, this violet light all the way through, and all the lines and all the shapes, which are a lot. And you're going to see your light from your seat as he starts to lower his cube. And there is since we can see down below into Gaia and the storm down there, we're going to turn our attention to look through what would be the bottom of the craft down onto the system. And it is definitely quite large. And as we're looking at it, and as he's holding the cube and he's lowering it into that vision of it, the light from our chakras and our seed just starts to go out straight in the same line in which he came to us, and to all connect at the center. So please visualize that now. And take a nice deep breath for me, family. And you see your light going and connecting there in the center, and everybody else is converging. The cube starting to go down, and at this point we're just starting to float further and further down into the system. We can watch it just get bigger as we're getting closer. What's going on around us? Now we're starting to get closer and closer, so it's really beyond our sight from point to point, from end to end. You know, you can't really see that anymore. We're getting down into it. So we're looking and working and seeing the elements of air and water. Definitely ether is a part of the situation. At this time, Jesus is stepping up and right behind you and putting his hand right on top of your head. Take a nice deep breath for me, please. He says he loves you. Thank you for being here. Just feel his presence, please. At this time, we can also feel the love and the presence of more archangels stepping through around the craft, in between seats. Everything's just kind of moving out. The presence of their energy. Please see them now. Sandalphon steps forward. Uriel steps forward. Gabriel says, take a nice deep breath. As we get further and further down into the system, please just watch. We're going to watch how our energy and how the archangels, and please visualize out beyond and into and through the storm. Just angels, many archangels. They step up and in and through and all through the space. So visualize that for me. Kind of look around, see them, feel that light, feel that super unconditional love that they bring. Okay, please feel that. It's very healing. At this point, I'm starting to pick up on Gaia. If you can feel her energy, please tap in now. Who's coming through right next to Metatron. Visualize her the way that she comes through to you. Just loving, nurturing, beautiful in her energy. Thanking you for being here. We will work together more and more, she says. I've been waiting for these moments. We've all been so patient. Sometimes not so patient, but that's okay. It can be frustrating waiting to get to family. That's true. So thank you for being here. You've heard all of our collective whispers and footsteps through and into your lives and consciousness for you to be here with us today. And for this to spark things inside of you and to know how powerful you are from this moment forward in a way that maybe you didn't know before. Or maybe this will spark a remembrance, or maybe connect you further to the pull to nature, which is me, Gaia. So at this time, family, please be very conscious in channeling your love energy, your pure love, unconditional love, infinite love light energy down in through your seat, down through the straight line to the center of the craft where Mother Gaia is with Metatron and his cube, going down into the floor, if you will, and now we can see this storm from a further perspective, like satellite, and just kind of infusing there. So this is when we're going to start to really turn on and up the intention of moving this energy in and through and to the cube. Feel your chakras light up more as Mother Gaia puts her energy in and around and through the cube. Charging us all up. Thank you. Just let go of any loose, negative, dense energies at this time. Connect further. Feel the love energy going down and start to infuse like a laser down into this storm. So now it's leaving the craft, going down into the storm. You can feel it just permeating out in a very loving way. Please, family, watch this beautiful light going down and just permeating all throughout the storm. Just watch it go. You're watching it from your seat perspective. You can see it going down. You're watching it from up above. Just absorb this in from different perspectives, please. All of our energy going and being channeled in the same direction for the same exact reason, to give love to this system, to diffuse the energy as it should be, to steer it away, to move it away from land quickly, Again, however it should be, but we are giving our loving energy to all of it. And knowing that with Mother Gaia, she's with us and she's diffusing it too. All the archangels, your spirit tribe with you, right behind you. Feel their energy with you. Being validated in this now moment, this divine now moment. We're all together. Please think of the so many people that will be affected by this storm and however which way it may fall. And offer them loving, infinite love, light energy. All the animals, all of nature, the coast, everything that may be affected, we're just going to rain down with this storm, infinite love, light. So also picture this energy just going down, but then it starts to swirl through the system. And you can picture this like the same color light, if you're not already, this violet light that's going all through the system. Saint Germain is stepping in now. He was in here yesterday. Hello, Saint Germain. Offering support to you, my family. Thank you so much for being here. We're working with Mother Gaia as we always have and always will, for the greatest good for her and humanity, for all of nature, all the elementals, all of high vibrational ascension energy moving us all forward. I thank you for being here. Further charging that energy, that beautiful violet light. Just watch it, just as he stands next now. He stands next to Gaia and Metatron now. We can still feel Michael and Jesus on our actual energy. A lot of love going on. What we called yesterday a love fest. I'm feeling it today even more. My head is just tingly. So please feel into that, family. Just visualize all these different things just as it may come to you, okay? Just going all with this infinite love light energy all through the system. As the water goes down and circulates with the atmosphere and down into the ocean. Watch it hit the ocean. Watch that infinite love light rain down upon the ocean and down into it, mixed with the waves. Of course, the ocean is very churned up underneath right now. We know these winds are traveling extremely fast. Last I looked, it was about 175 miles an hour, if not more. At this time, I'm being guided for us to take a look and visualize this storm in Asia. Connect to that energy, please. A lot of fear, energy. We may be picking up on this now. And I would say the name of this system, but I don't want to just destroy it. I think I know it's like Manajut or something. I can't right now, but please visualize that. So we're back in our craft. We're sending infinite love light, but now it hitting the ocean. Now we noticed, like we started to visualize that part of the world as soon as the energy hit the ocean. So that's when it was like boom, boom, because we're, that's like super connected, obviously, the water. So we're just going to send the energy through the water of Gaia, through the oceans of Gaia. So please visualize that coming through our craft, through this storm, up and mushrooming out over the storm, down onto Gaia and into the ocean, going through the ocean, going and giving love through and to all of the souls the animals, all the babies in her oceans, please, making all its way all the way around her body and going up into the atmosphere in different places. You can visualize that in different ways. At this time, again, I want you to draw attention specifically to our brothers and sisters that will be affected by these storms and in other places that we're not being very specific about at this time. But just know that doing this work and focusing in these two places does give love, light, energy through and to everyone in creation and on Gaia at this moment. So please see that and visualize that now. Just more and more energy, please, family. Just infuse and infuse. Visualize again your chakras all nice and lit up. Your seat, look around. Take this in, please. It's so beautiful working with all of these most amazing divine beings and all of you here in this space. This craft can be as big as it needs to be, and hopefully it will grow with more and more beautiful souls. We are going to be ending our journey very soon here. So please just more infinite love light in through your system, down in through your channel to the center. Visualize it again, going down, going up, going through, going down in a mushroom all the way. Beautiful violet light all the way down, raining down onto Gaia's beautiful ocean, her bodies of water, giving love light, beautiful purple love light all the way through every being in creation in her bodies of water. All of that evaporating through to the other side of the world, all the way to one pole at the north, the other pole in the south. She's doing so much work there. There's so much going on. And she's working with us and we're working with her at this time. It's going to be, and it is very meaningful. Again, we thank you so much for being here. We're going to start visualizing the craft pulling up and out of the storm at this time. So just see it start to rise up and out of the storm. Get higher and higher in altitude. We're going to go back into our space station dock. And as we go higher and higher and get closer and closer, we stay activated and lit up in our chakras, but our seat just starts to dim a little bit because we're going to step out of that space. You can come back anytime you want. You can do this doing the meditation in a rerun, if you will, at any time, okay, that you feel guided to do it. So please also share if you feel so guided with other people. But now watch, please, as we start to go closer and closer and closer into our dock space. We can look and see the doors open. And at this time, we're going to get more and more in our body. Start to feel your space wherever you may be right now. Take a nice deep breath for me. Again, we're hearing thank you, 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 thank you from all of the archangels, from Jesus, from Gaia. And Saint Germain. That was a fun new addition. So please start to get more in your body. you can either join us. I'm going to go back to chat in case anybody would like to speak about their experience. I would like to as well if you want to. If not, you can stay in that space, chill out. We're going to count to 10, nice and quick, and just kind of open our eyes nice and slow, look around. I have a feeling it's going to be bright. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can open your eyes now if you're comfortable. Oh, wow, it got dark. It's dark and bright at the same time. Oh, wow, look at that. There's only a minute and 38. Oh, wow, 38 seconds remaining. An hour and 45 minutes we're at. Oh, wow. I just got super lightheaded. Got some comments here on Instagram. Again, that was really, really intense. Holy moly. I am just... seriously vibrating. Let's see if we have newer comments. That was 6:51. Oh, that was a little bit ago. Okay, that was like 40 minutes ago. Ready. Okay. Oh, wow, this was fantastic. And the first time doing this, I felt very loved. Oh, yay. I know, right? Yeah, that's like such an awesome and real, I'm going to fix my hair because it's driving me nuts. And a real, hold on for me. I'm going to read your, read your comments real quick before this goes. I don't think I'm going to have an experience. I'm going to go back on Instagram. Ah! Man, that ended right in time. Holy cow, that was crazy. Oh, I'm so tingly. Okay. Oh, gosh. It's really hard for me to use technology when I'm so tingly. I talked about that earlier, I think. But I don't know if any of you have that problem. I've been experiencing that for quite some time. I started using styluses more just so I don't have to touch stuff. Sometimes that doesn't even matter. But let me go again live on Instagram. Let's see, where was I? Okay, so that was SD Espinosa. Hey, hi there, you guys. Thanks for coming back. Okay, I'm reading comments. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to read your comments. BH Dellen. My eyes are still kind of crisscrossed from all that vibing. Holy cow. And did I mess up my eye makeup? I probably did. I tend to like touch the crap out of myself because I get so tingly and I'm seeing so many things and so much stuff is happening. It's like, so, I mean, for those people who think that you need to stay super still in a meditation, you don't. If you were to watch this meditation back and watch me, oh God, please don't do that. But I mean, I move around a lot. I get really itchy. I get very tingly. The back of my head, like I mentioned, that my scalp has been super duper tingly lately. So yeah, I will feel actually being touched, literally being touched a lot, and even more when I'm, oops, sorry guys, and even more when I am, I was just putting my hair back up. when I'm doing this kind of work. So I tend to move. I can't help it. I tend to move around a lot. So let me see some comments here. Phil, if you want to, wait, okay. Go ahead and leave comments if you'd like to share your experience. Oh, wow. I fully felt all of that and each other. My body is very warm now. Mine also. My whole body is pure heat. I feel so calm and peaceful. That was lovely. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I've never had this intense heat everywhere. Me either. Everything is humming. And yeah, there was a momentary YouTube freeze. Oh no, really? When I call, oh really? It's really a sense that they pulled us through, and even when I briefly had my eyes open. Thank you, everyone. I felt you all so connected. Oh, that's so amazing. Let's see. This is so freaking cool, you guys. Thank you so much. Lately, I've had a lot of crown and third eye sensations, like a fountain of light coming out of my head and a breeze escaping from between my brow. That's what I said. Also, during that meditation, I was absolutely exploding with heat and still am. Yeah. Isn't that such a beautiful feeling? It's like such pure, let me see if I could turn this so I don't have so much glare. Ooh, do that. Just the glare drives me nuts, and I hate to put other people. I'm super light sensitive and glares, and these are supposed to be anti-glare glasses, but they're kind of glary. Glary, that's a word. How to do something with this Instagram. So there was sometimes, sometimes, oh, there we go. Now I can see comments there. Hey, let me try to go here. Like I said, things will short circuit for sometimes one reason or another. And so it's like I'd like to have backups, because I used to be like, I want to get everybody to my YouTube, but then I'm like, well, YouTube isn't infallible. It's definitely a couple whatever ago, I had an event even scheduled, and I tried to go live, and I couldn't for the life of me go live. So I was on Instagram instead, which I was happy to be. And then my guide said, you know what, you should be on as many at the same time. Facebook too, probably. I tend to avoid Facebook. Somebody asked me on one of the other videos if I have a Facebook page, and I do. I just tend to avoid Facebook because it's just kind of like, if I can explain Facebook to me, and the vibe there is like walking into a casino, and it's like ching, 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 and there's just people and all this craziness going on, and it's kind of cool and energizing, but at the same time, you're just like, holy shit, you never know what you're going to see and what's going to be in your consciousness at any time, and it's just like, dang. So I just kind of tend to avoid Facebook. I am on Instagram a lot more, but it is good to have backups. So anyway, let me see some more comments. I'm so excited that we did this. There was a brief moment. Oh wait, come back. Oh, that was since they pulled us through. Okay. Thank you, everyone. There was a brief moment of disturbance, but I could feel, I think this is somebody. Oh no, that was you. But I could feel Jesus. Oh, that was different. Jesus, through guided imagery, helped me through it and positively channel it into helpful energy. Oh, good. Thank you, Infinity, for this meditation. I hope I was able to help as much. Oh, yes, everybody. Absolutely. Infinite love and light. Namaste. Oh, thank you so much, Mike. Mike Basil. Oh, I should make this bigger so I can see it better. Can I? Oh, yeah, I can. Sweet. Angela. Interesting when you said Wonder Woman, I visualized her right before you said her name. Really? I know she was like there, and I'm like, yeah, like that. I had an affinity for Wonder Woman when I was younger. Actually, I almost jumped off of a off of a roof. Um, and that was funny. But yeah, I was just like, how does this craft look? It just looks like that to me. It looks like this, like it's opaque kind of, it's see-through, it's a little, it's kind of solid, and we can see down, we could look down onto Gaia. And so her, that kind of thing. First time doing this too was a little hard keeping my eyes closed. Next time I'm putting a band. Yeah, that's why I said, like, it's, if you could do that, it's better, because then even if you do kind of open your eyes, it's still dark. Something my body feels cold, and is that normal? Usually when I do Reiki, they feel hot. Your body feels cold. You may want to check your temperature and see if you have a slight fever. One of my last, and that's not a bad thing. That's when you have a low grade fever, your body is healing. And so, one of my last clients, we worked on him after a hernia, surgery, and we worked with Raphael, and he got numb even. He had a fever the next day a little bit, or that night. I'm trying to remember. And, so that could be it. Because if you were in that and feeling it, and you weren't like feeling like heat, then maybe your body is just kind of in that kind of thing, and you may even feel hot later. That's possible. Yes, let's all go again soon. Yeah, well, tomorrow we're definitely doing it again. It was like I was in a movie. I saw everything with my eyes closed. Yeah, isn't that? Yes, I know. Super, super, super visual. It's what I try to explain to you guys before. I know that, like, conceptually, you're like, oh, that's cool. That, we've all done meditations and probably guided meditations, but this one, just like yesterday, for me was one of the most visually crisp, detailed meditations I've ever done or been a part of, that's for sure. And I know it's because of the energy of those who were there, very authentically and pure. So Gaia, Archangel Michael, Metatron, Gabriel, the rest of them, the whole thing. It's a lot of energy helping us in those spaces. Like I said, you have to visualize like we're astrally projecting, like we're really there in our astral spirit form, not that we're just like, I don't know, thinking about it. It just came through. So, and yesterday I had no idea we're going to be in a craft above Earth, and I had no idea about any of that. We just dropped into that, and it was mind bending. And again, so they said, okay, it is going to be like this. From this point forward, at least for what we're doing now. I don't know. There hasn't been a whole lot of time for us to sit down for them to tell me a whole lot of what's yet to come. But for right now, this is what we're doing and how we're doing it. So let me see. It really is, and really shows how we all connect and are feeling the same things. Let's love. Oh, yeah. I was in a movie. By the way, you mentioned Wonder Woman. I'm wearing a Wonder Woman shirt. That's so awesome. You're welcome. I love synchronicities. I know, me too. Thanks. Okay, cool. I love that. I'll be here for everyone when you do what you can. Participate, as we're so guided, right? That's like the best thing that we can do. Channel our loving energy. Try to stay out of low vibe, fear, anger based energies as much as possible. If we kind of feel ourselves getting pulled in those directions or in those thought processes or projecting in ways, and these are definitely signs and clues as to what is going on and what we need to let go of, because like we were talking about earlier with all of the portals and stuff that we go through and get higher in, and we start off the year with one being a big, let's say, portal and possibility, and by the time we get to 12/12, it gets even smaller, and then by the end of the year we just shoot out again, and it's like, but a whole other place. And throughout the year, we're choosing timelines. We're manifesting every single moment. We're connecting or we're disconnecting from things and people and energies. We're leveling up. We're slipping in and out of different realms and being awoken in different ways, all of us. And our abilities are coming more online. And we're realizing that we are really, really significant, all of us, and that nothing is by chance, that nothing is random, that everything means something, that all of these synchronicities that we're more and more aware of and in alignment. And sometimes I tell you, they are like in full effect, non-stop, all the time, with the number codes, with synchronicities, with things just happening, with feelings, with, I mean, the stuff that I get is just, and I know I'm not the only one. I know that it's other people too. But I know that some with other people, they unfortunately, like, maybe can't live completely kind of cut off in ways that I have, and they don't, you know, maybe have the and trust me, being a physical empath isn't for everybody. It's not all it's interesting, and a lot of my existence was not fun. So, you know, there's a reason why we all have our own things, but I'm able to do this and feel people and connect people in ways that I've been told is special. And the more that I do it, the more that it's proven to me that that's true, whether I'm doing a solo one-on-one healing with somebody, which those are just amazing. And if you want to get more information on those, please, there's video and audio of my clients on my website. And but it's just so rewarding for people to have the different, yeah, there is makeup there, to have the different feelings, but it's always so positive, so empowering, so healing, so gratifying. It's just, like I said, I'm an artist and I do this healing thing. It makes me feel so good. It just feeds off of itself back and forth. So anyway. The whole journey is so amazing of just life, you know, and you just have to kind of step back and see it. And I thank you guys again. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see. What did you say here? Okay, what is your names? Because some of these, you must be Beheld Dawn. Are you Dawn? Because you're commenting a lot, so I'm going to read that. Visualization, imagination is powerful. It is no different than any other reality. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Namaste. Oh, there was a unicorn on the ship. There was? I didn't see a unicorn. They do come around. They tend to be kind of shy. So that's so awesome that you saw the unicorn. I love that. I tried writing all the numbers I saw in a day, but stopped when it became nonstop. I know. I take screenshots and I'll write stuff down too. And sometimes it's just like, okay, you guys, seriously. And then sometimes they're sending so many beautiful messages. And please be aware, like, songs that come on, things that you may be, lyrics that you may see, things that you may hear, and then your phone chiming or an email on your phone dinging or something going off just to reinforce these things. You know, you have to understand that angels and archangels are some of the most powerful beings in all of creation, and they put into motion some real serious stuff and leave a lot of very specific messages and clues for us. And once you start tapping into that, it starts to become overt. You're like, okay, this is not just me figuring it out. It's just like for me, learning that I was an angel incarnate, it was just like angel this and angel that and angel. I was like, okay, yeah, the angels are around me, and it just was more and more. And I got steered into finding out about Doreen Virtue and her angel tarot, because I had gotten tarot into my, I also do tarot, and I had gotten tarot into my consciousness, but was having a hard time deciphering stuff and was just kind of all beside myself because I felt like a real kind of inept, I don't know, whatever, psychic, whatever I was trying to figure out. I knew there was messages coming, but it was hard. And they're like, you just need to lay down for the day. And I'm like, okay. And then next thing you know, I'm seeing all this stuff come up with Angel Tarot and Doreen and Radley, Valentine. And then I got those tarot. And after that, it was so different. I got the book, Earth Angel Realms, that really talks about different soul types and possible life types that we've had in different lifetimes. And let me do this so I'm straight for both. And that's when I really knew, and it all kind of hit, and that was really powerful. It was weird. I'm not gonna lie. It was really, really weird. To have certain realizations. Like, first off, I didn't know that there could be incarnated angels. Number one, let's just get that straight. Number two, I didn't know that, like, to think that, you know, could be me. And number three, the whole healer thing. And it's just kind of like on and on and on. It just takes like layers of peeling that back, because to me, it's like, why would you think these things about yourself? Unless you're some friggin' egomaniac or something. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, I was just like, no, not me. They had to pound it into me over and over and over and over me. I mean, so there's been times where it's just like, yeah, maybe I'm, you know, maybe I just kind of, I don't know, like, because it's sometimes I have wondered about my journey, what I'm supposed to do, because it has been so opposed and very difficult. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. And there's times where I'm just like, you know, maybe I'm just kind of crazy, not supposed to do this. And, you know, you start kind of wanting to talk yourself out of certain things, because I guess that would be easier to just, you know, kind of go back into denial about your own power. But at the same time, when they go, yeah, but what about this? And what about that? And what about this? You kind of go, oh, shit. All right, you know, boots on and get into your warrior mode. One of the very first videos that I ever did on my original YouTube channel was Authentic Warrior Empath, and that's about, I don't even remember now all of the ins and outs of that video, when they were pushing me out the door and into global space, and I was just like, they're like, well, talk about being an empath and how weird that was for you. And so, you know, focus there. And I do still have that mission, Authentic Cosmic Empath, because there are so many empaths that have no idea what and who they are, and how powerful and how many abilities that they have, and how and why they're here, and don't really see themselves more as weak and sensitive and something to be cradled and coddled and totally sensitive and like this little porcelain doll. And that's all utter bullshit. We are actually really, really powerful. We just need to know how to man the machine, is the way that I like to put it. You need to know how to drive your vehicle, and your vehicle is complex as a human being. But when you're an empath or a healer, or any of these people that are energetically sensitive and tapped in, especially if you're more in line with your higher self, and then you start really getting tapped in and getting downloaded, and then you start going on a mission, you're like, what? It's on a whole other level. And it's nice to know that you're not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You're not a hypochondriac. You actually not only have special abilities, it's not detriment. And I saw my own body as a prison and a complete thing to escape, and was suicidal for a long time. And way fatter and heavier than I am now. Let's just make that perfectly clear. Now I'm like so ultra super, like, I don't even know what my body fat is, but it's way low. And it's been my existence for a while now, but never was before. And it's just, like I said earlier, it just kind of had to be that way. So anyway, I don't want to ramble on and on here. Thank you guys so, so much. I'm going to go through these, real quick. The light fountain and these gale force winds are super intense. It's almost a headache. My love and light being sent to Gaia, I can feel being instantly received back. Yeah, she's amazing. The entirety of what you just said and are saying is like listening to myself. I think I am so awestruck. My Instagram name is pronounced Belden and it's a combination of my real name, Bailey, and my nickname, Sheldon. Oh, okay. Cool. I'm so glad, honey. I'm so glad that you could relate. And thank you for sharing. I hope I will follow you. Hopefully you'll follow me and we will see each other again. Hopefully, again, we will be here tomorrow. I was trying to do it early in the day today, and will please let me know, those of you who joined today, if this is a good time for you. I'd like to make it so, I mean, you can't make it a good time for everybody. I know that, I'm fully aware. But I'd like to make it so East Coasters and West Coasters can be present, and it's not too early or too late in the day. That's why 5:55 was the latest I was going to get into it today, because look at it's already 8 o'clock here. Holy moly. We've been at this for, I told you, it's already like 2 hours. So let's see if there's anything else. Oh, good. That Leslie says she'll be here for all that she can. Ha ha. Original art. I stopped taking pictures and screen grabs for same reason. I'm Rainy Holbrook. Yeah, it's amazing. Me too. Lulu! I love it. Lulu, she was Lulu was is also Momster on Instagram, and she was one of the people who did this yesterday. So Laura, how was today's, if you could share with the class, was today's pretty similar to yesterday? Today we had Saint Germain come in, so that was new. That surprised me. I was like, whoa, he's like Saint Germain. And I was like, holy moly. I have channeled and spoken with Saint Germain a few times, but it's actually been a while. So that was surprising to me. Oh, okay. Got it. Original rock art is Rainy. Okay. It's amazing to meet you, Leslie. Lulu, I saw you in an angelic form on the ship. You saw me as an angelic form on the ship? Really? Me, you mean? We're glad you're allowed. Thank you. I just looked up and there was a ladybug right above my head on my ceiling. Oh, I had a ladybug in here yesterday. They're so freaking cute. This was a great time for me. I'm so glad. I am Awakened Warrior Original on Instagram. Okay, cool. And welcome all of you to connect. It was nice connecting with all of you guys. Blessings, love, light. Can't wait till next time. Yeah, please subscribe so you guys know exactly what time we're going to have it. I'll be just waiting to get confirmation from the tribe as to what time. And I try to go with what they say and go with the flow too. So if I'm ever late, you guys just hang tight. I'll try to either get notifications out to let people know that times have changed, or just hang tight for me if I am running a little bit late. I do kind of get pulled in different directions. And I do my best. Sometimes it's technical issues. Sometimes it's just other things, or I'm guided to do things like today, and just things kind of evolved and changed. But there's people here that wouldn't have been otherwise. So that's just totally awesome. Yes, but some updated process and adding in the other storm was cool. Yeah, that was really cool. It was like right when we hit the water. Yeah, right when we hit the water, that happened. Hey, Samir. Oops. No matter what time, I'll tune in eventually and certainly message you tomorrow if that's right. Sure, you can message anytime. 200 pictures. Oh my God. I have over 30,000 pictures, by the way, people, in my iCloud. That's how many pictures I take. Not all the screenshots, but I'm a photo fiend. This is kind of how I've decided to document my journey. I'm also a photographer. I do take a lot of pictures and video of the sky because I do. And please look at my Instagram. That's really where more of my pictures right now are. And also, I'm putting a call out. I'm going to do this more formally. It's going to be on every one of my posts. It's going to be on my website. It's going to be on my Instagram. I need help. So I need help in different ways to do things, to get things kind of more going. And for people to see more of the images that I get of the sky is important. For me to work more getting and doing my channelings, and that just means freeing up time, and also of course getting the word out that I help people, and you guys, you know, people need healing. Like I said before, I do a lot of different things. I'm, as you can see, really connected and work with these amazing beloved entities. I also work with gods and goddesses, the Fae realm, the dragons, the elementals. They all come in. It's a big party all the time. And so I see a lot of this stuff. I have a lot of actual video and photographs, and there's only so much I can put down. But if you take a look at my Instagram, there's photos of angels right above my house, dragons in the sky. I've got video here on my YouTube channel. I go live a lot because I don't have time for post-production and doing stuff, and it's very time consuming. And I found that once YouTube went live a while back, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, because now I don't spend time doing this stuff. Anyway, so if you guys know anybody, if there's people who have spare time who can help me in different ways, social media would be amazing. Uploads and I don't know, all sorts of stuff. I really am antsy my pantsy to help a lot of people and get my name out there. I know that more of these types of global unity healing meditations and working with Gaia is in my future. That I've been told for sure, unequivocally, that is part of what I'm going to be doing. And it's been so amazing so far. I can't wait for the future. So all of you, please come again. Please get the word out. Please share in all your social media what you've experienced here today. Link to this video, link to my other videos, to my Instagram, to my website, whatever, however you guys feel guided. Please reach out to me personally, however you feel guided as well. You can donate to my PayPal. You can buy time to talk to me on the phone. I, as a highly able psychic, physical empath, medium, channel, divine soul guide, natural energy healer, I don't charge a lot for what I do in my time. I don't believe in that. I wish I didn't have to charge anything, to be honest with you. But I do. And so, but I still charge a lot less than other people do for all of those services. So if you're interested in working with me one-on-one in any capacity, please visit my website, look at my services, booking time, any of that kind of stuff. You know, reach out. Please don't hesitate. Okay. Alrighty, so with that being said, thank you guys so much for being here again. That was an amazing experience. One more time, it was amazing to facilitate it. It was amazing to be a part of it. It was amazing to have you guys here that wouldn't normally be here before today. And again, sending love, light, energy to the system, the storm systems, to all of you, to everybody in all of your spaces. May you light up even more now. Maybe you feel more grounded, more centered, more connected to Gaia and the angelic realm, to yourself, all of that stuff. Okay, so thank you so much. I love you guys. Infinite blessings. And remember, please, the key is to create. Please start getting to your heart and your center space about creation, whatever that is. Okay. All right. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye. Still. Good night, guys. Thank you so much. Again, thank you so much. Please subscribe so you don't miss anything, okay? I'd love to have you again. All of your energy was so... it was just awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye. I think I'm going to be tingly, like, all night long now. Gotta go for a walk. Yay! Go for a walk if you can, or take a shower, do something, you know, nature-wise. Play with your crystals. But hopefully you have a smile from ear to ear too, from just connecting in such a beautiful way. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Or not. Yeah. Yes, and it's not. It's not letting me end. Thank you, Laura. Yes, please look for the time tomorrow. Love you. I can't end this freaking feed. It's hilarious. Seriously? Okay.